Police tell us the man responsible is under arrest, and they're still piecing together just what happened here. It happened at a home on Woodridge Lake Boulevard. That's near the Gene Snyder Freeway. WHS 1119's Tom Lally and photojournalist Elijah McKenzie are live from the scene. And Tom, what does that area look like right now tonight?
That first came in just before 6. Smell and hear. When I first got here, it was like someone lit a match right under my nose. The smoke from that home that they're still working on behind me drifting through the subdivision. I also talked with neighbors who told me they heard what sounded like firecrackers going off. Here's what we know so far.
Shots are being continually fired.
A violent end to an otherwise calm Wednesday night in this Valley Station subdivision.
We got here just as twilight was falling, and we saw a lot of police in the neighborhood. They didn't have their lights on. We almost didn't see they were there until we pulled up in front of the house, and we heard what sounded like firecrackers.
Jennifer Stevens ran inside with her family. Just doors away, police tell us a man started shooting at officers.
As the officers came down the street, they were greeted by gunfire, and at least one of our vehicles was hit.
Lieutenant Colonel Steve Healey says officers were called here on a domestic violence run when the adult man, who he says shot at officers, locked himself inside the home and started a fire.
We could smell like a wood smell. It smelled like the house was on fire, which it looks like it was.
LMPD told neighbors to stay inside and asked people to avoid the area as they waited for the man to come out of the home.
Once the house became fully engulfed, that's when the subject surrendered and was taken into custody without incident.
And this is a quiet neighborhood. According to LMPD crime data, in the last month, there hasn't been a single violent crime. In the last year, there were 6 simple assaults.
This is pretty unusual for this area. It's very quiet, a lot of families.
Stevens says she's been here over a decade and has never seen anything like this.
It's a traumatic event, living in your neighborhood and you're hearing shots being fired, and then all of a sudden there's a house on fire, where the shots were being fired from. You have a large police presence, you have a large fire presence. I mean, people shouldn't have to live and experience things like this.
Fire and police stayed well into the night, watching the home and marking the crime scene. We're told the fire's been out for well over an hour and that crews are just here. Well, at first, police crews were here to mark the scene since a shooting was involved. And then the fire crews are just here to babysit and make sure it doesn't get any worse and that things are continuing to calm down. Live in Valley Station, Tom Lally, WHAS 11 Night Team, on your side.